Auntie, please. Auntie, your anger might cause us to lose this case. Please be quiet.
Sona, you must come with me. Please bring her outside.
Get a hold of yourself. Your Honor, I apologize on behalf of my aunt. This won't happen again.
It's okay. Let the court proceedings begin.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, this woman who can behave like this in front of you in court and then can go and treat my daughter however she wants at home. She even tried to burn me alive once. Get lost! I have already submitted the proof in court. Maitri, I would like you to tell the court whether or not she tortured you and your family on Saranch Trivedi's Terra V. Answer me.
Yes, but at that time...
Maitri, the court doesn't care about your explanations. We just want the answer, yes or no. Tell me, did they torture you?
Your Honor, I want to ask Maitri some questions too.
Objection, Your Honor.
Vasundhara, you've been asking questions all along. Give Ashish Tiwari a chance to cross-examine her.
Maitri, unlike my capable friend Vasundhara Rathod, I won't ask you to tell me yes or no. Whatever it is, you can tell the whole story. Say it openly. Maitri, you and Nandini are best friends. You know everything about her. Please tell the court if you ever felt that Nandini was unhappy in her marriage.
No. In fact, Nandu was very happy.
Nandini and her mother, Vasundhara, how was their relationship?
A relationship can be good or bad, only if it exists. Nandu had broken all ties with Aunt Vasundhara because Nandu decided to marry you. She was not happy with this relationship and never accepted their marriage. That's why Nandu broke all ties with Aunt Vasundhara.
In spite of that, she's a mother. Come what may, she should keep tabs on her daughter. Maitri, did Nandini's mom, Vasundhara, know that her daughter was pregnant at all?
No. In fact, I was the one who told her that Nandu was pregnant when I gave her the invitation to my wedding.
Your Honor, a mother didn't talk to her daughter for years or maintain any relationship with her. She didn't even know that her daughter was pregnant. She found out about it from someone else. But today, all of a sudden, she wants to stay with her daughter and grandson. She finally remembered them. Your Honor, Vasundhara is not doing this out of love for her daughter and her grandchild. She is doing this to exact revenge on me because I married her daughter against her wishes. That's all, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may I please?
Yes?
Maitri, can you tell the court whether Ashish is your good friend or not?
Your Honor, what does this have to do with the case?
When one answers the question with a question, it means something is fishy. Maitri, could you tell the court why your relationship with Ashish Tiwari became strained? Oh, I remember. Isn't it because he lied to you and he tricked you into marrying his brother Saranch, who was in fact a drug addict? Maitri was betrayed under the guise of friendship.
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection overruled.
Your Honor, Maitri's life is ruined because of him. The media said so many things about her. No one wants to be known as a drug addict's widow. This is truly unfortunate, Your Honor. We all know how difficult it is for a widow to stand on her own 2 feet in our society. Who will marry her now? Who will hire her?
Objection, Your Honor. This is Nandini and my child's custody case. Vasundhara is trying to mislead us by attacking my personal life. She's misleading the court.
Your Honor! Excuse me.
Your Honor, this girl is completely broken. She doesn't want to give a statement to the court today. Whatever Maitri said today in favor of the Trivedi family, she must have said those things under compulsion and pressure. But the truth is that this man, Ashish Tiwari, is responsible for my daughter's condition today. On that day, he allowed his druggy brother to drive the car. He made my daughter sit behind the driver's seat on purpose. This was his plan, Your Honor. He wanted to take Nandini's life. This was always his plan, Your Honor. He wanted to usurp her property and wealth after her death.
Maitri, I didn't want you to come here, but you came here on your own accord. Dear one needs to have courage to do that.
I should go to my meeting.
Let's go.
Your Honor, I'm not interested in her property. I love her daughter and she loves me. This cannot be ignored. The accident that took place. My brother and Nandini were in that car. Your Honor, I was also in the car. I could have also been killed.
But you didn't die because you were sitting on the other side, right? And my daughter Nandini was sitting behind Saranj. And then the car overturned.
I'm a lawyer, not an astrologer. I knew how the car would overturn. This was all part of my plan.
Wow, you said it, not me. Your Honor, he just confessed in front of you that he had planned this whole thing, Your Honor.
Dad, Aunt Vasundhara is falsely accusing Ashish again.
If Vasundhara is falsely accusing Ashish, then so be it. Why do you care? Maitri, you severed all the ties with Ashish.
I broke all ties with him, Dad, not Nandu. I have to fulfill my duty as her friend. Ashish is her husband, the father of her child. If the judge passes the wrong judgment because of Aunt Vasundhara's false accusations, Ashish won't get a second chance. And I can't let that happen. Your Honor! I apologize for barging in like this, but since I was called as a witness, I want to complete my statement. Your Honor, I was in the car with Saranj, Nandu and Ashish that day. Ashish even stopped Saranj from driving the car. He even kept telling Nandu to put on her seatbelt, but Nandu refused to listen. Your Honor, Ashish loves Nandu a lot. He would never think of taking her life.
Your Honor, what Ashish thinks and what he wants to do, I have another piece of evidence to prove it. I would like your permission.
Okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, this is Nandini's discharge sheet issued by the hospital. Had Ashish Ashish fulfilled his duties as Nandini's husband instead of exercising his rights by allowing them to treat her on time, my daughter would have testified against him today. Your Honor, I would like to call Nandini's surgeon, Dr. Bakshi, to the witness box.
Go ahead.
Dr. Bakshi, can you please tell us about Nandini's current health condition?
Nandini regained consciousness for a while yesterday. She is recovering. Actually, Ashish got Nandini discharged from the hospital very early. If you take Nandini home, and she lives in a better environment, with the help of the nurses and doctors, you can get her treated at 1/10 of the cost. Not only that, the doctors told me that Vasundhara also paid the hospital bills.
Nandini's bills have already been paid.
Who paid them?
Vasundhara Rathod.
Thank you, Doctor.
Why is Dr. Bakshi trying to avoid me? This means he is working for Vasundhara too.
Your Honor, as Dr. Bakshi mentioned, Nandini is recovering. Her treatment, facilities, and intent, Nandini won't get them at her marital home, Your Honor. That's why I want to claim my daughter and grandson's custody. That's all, Your Honor.
Vasundhara, as far as her custody is concerned, the court believes that the safest place for Nandini is her mother's house. Once Nandini regains consciousness, she can decide what she wants. Until she regains consciousness, you will have custody of Nandini.
No!
That is my decision. As far as the child's custody is concerned, the usual practice of the court is to give it to the mother or the father. But this case is complicated. The court needs time and evidence in order to decide fairly who should be awarded custody. The court will make a decision and deliver it during tomorrow's hearing.
The doctors refused to discharge her, yet you brought her home. Why did you do that, Ashish?
Why would I do that, Dad? I saw Dr. Bakshi's signatures on the discharge papers, but this is not the same document. I don't know when he took my signatures by deceit.
Why don't we file a case against the doctor? Why don't you talk to Dinesh? He'll do something. We can make him take the stand if we have to.
I want to do the same thing, Dad.
Then?
But I won't do that.
Why not? Why won't you do that?
Because Dr. Bakshi is treating Nandini. He may not be a good person, but he is a good doctor. Because of his medication, Nandini regained consciousness. For a short time, Dad. Nandu said my name. Nandu might wake up soon because of his treatment. If he goes to jail, it will affect Nandini's treatment. And I can't let that happen.
That's fine, Ashu. I admit that our hands are tied. But we have to do something, my dear. Or the judge might decide to keep the child with the mother. Our daughter-in-law doesn't stay with us. And that cunning Vasundhara might just snatch our grandson too.
Had someone not treated her so badly, If you had controlled your temper, had you not said that we don't care about Nandini, the daughter-in-law of our family would have returned home.
Kusum, why are you saying that?
Kusum, if you want to say something, then why don't you look me in the eye and say it to my face?
Mom! Auntie! What are you doing? This isn't the time to fight amongst ourselves. We should stand by each other. We have to fight for Nandisha's custody together.
Yes.
Okay? Okay?
Ashish, what are you going to do tomorrow? How will you bring our grandson home?
Lucknow? For a week? Okay. So when do I need to leave? Okay, I'll come to Lucknow tomorrow. Thank you, sir. Mom, Dad, it was the investors. They have an event in Lucknow and they want me to manage it. If they like my work, they will invest in my company.
Maitri!
This is wonderful.
Wow, Maitri. Oh my, your career is taking off faster than my computer's processor.
My daughter is getting calls from so many influential people. It is now my duty and my privilege to give you a small gift. Close your eyes.
Why?
Close your eyes.
I'll cover her eyes.
Okay.
Don't
Stop
touch
moving.
me. What is it, Mom? Tell me.
Close your eyes for 2 minutes.
Open your eyes now, Meiji. And this is a small gift I got for you. For your new life, for your company. I got you a new laptop.
Thank you, Dad. I love you.
I love you too, Meiji.
Happy?
Sit down, my dear. Sit. I'm aware that you are in a dilemma. You're worried about what happened in court. Your wounds were reopened. You endured pain, but what did you gain? Nandini is now in Vasundra's custody.
That's what I regret the most, Dad. Nandu hates Aunt Vasundra a lot. How will she live with her under the same roof as Aunt Vasundra?
Nandu will stay there until she regains consciousness. She has to live there until then. And tomorrow, the court will award Nandisha's custody to Vasundra. The court won't separate a mother from her child.
What are you thinking, Meiji?
Ashish, before we got married, do you remember that you told me something while looking at the moon?
I remember. But look, they were just words. I lost my beloved.
No, Ashish. You are with me. I promise you, when I regain consciousness, I will be in your arms again. I'll come back to you. And then our love, our son Nandish, you will have to bring him back home to me.
What should I do? I'm all alone. You're not by my side to tell me what I should do.
Though I'm not around, You have Maitri. She has always been the heart and the soul of our friendship. You should seek Maitri's
No,
help.
Nandini. No. After what happened with her in court today, I can't call her. It would be wrong to do that. Nandu, come with me. Nandu? No. Nandu.
Everyone feels that Aunt Vasundra will win the custody case tomorrow and Ashish will lose. But no one realized the child will be the one who loses. He was born very prematurely. He never got his mother's love. He didn't even get his mother's milk. If he can't get his mom's love, he should at least get his father's love. He deserves to have someone who will cheer for him when he laughs, talks, walks, someone who will shed tears for him. His grandparents and his father want to take him home. They want to instill good values in him. They want to shower him with love. But Aunt Vasundra is fighting this custody case in court just to defeat Ashish.
Let Ashish fight for custody. He is a lawyer. He is the child's father. Let him fight his battles, Maitri.
Yes, Mom. I admit this isn't my fight. But Nandish, I share a relationship with him. I've been with him since his first breath. He laughed for the first time in my arms. I wiped off his first tears. That child trusts me blindly with his whole life, Dad. How can I break his trust by leaving him alone?
Maitri, listen to me.
Dad, I've learned from you that people who quit are bound to lose. But I won't admit defeat. I won't let Aunt Vasundra win that custody case tomorrow.
But Maitri, what will you do? You're not a judge or a lawyer. You don't have any evidence to defeat Aunt Vasundra.
Tomorrow's battle won't be won with evidence and arguments. I will fight with my heart and love. I will make sure Nandish is placed in Ashish's custody. After that, I will go to Lucknow in the evening.
Today, because of Sona, my daughter-in-law Nandini is not with us. She has this thing where she looks for Saranj in my grandson. She keeps insisting that he's her son. I respect her. She's older than me. But I can't tolerate it anymore.
I don't like it either. We're in this situation because of Saranj. I will talk to Sona about it. This isn't the right time.
For now, let's think of a way to stop Auntie Sona from going to court. If she creates a scene in court out of anger, everything will get ruined. This concerns Nandish. I can't take any risks. Think of a way, Dad.
I have an idea.
Sona, you have an idea? What are you whispering about?
Nothing. We were discussing how to welcome Nandish once he returned home because someone needs to be here in order to welcome him, right? Could you stay at home and make preparations to welcome your grandson home?
Ashish, you know your mother may be very smart, but unfortunately I am much smarter. You see, I know Kusum is making you say these things.
No, Auntie.
No, look, if you're afraid, just say so. You are afraid that I might teach that witch, that Vasundra, a lesson in court today, isn't that right?
No. Auntie, it's not like that, Auntie. You're our elder. You should perform the welcome ceremony. That's why I asked you to stay at home.
Ashish,
If that's the case, then why don't you ask Kusum to stay with me too? She can help me make the preparations.
Sona, the judge won't give the child's custody to us because we're men.
Yes.
That's why we need to take one of his grandmothers along. Sona, stay at home and make the preparations. We will bring your grandson home at all costs. Right, Hashish?
Yes, Auntie Sona.
Fine. I'll stay here. May Lord Shiva's blessings be with all of you. Be victorious.
Your Honor, it is a crime to separate an infant from his mother. I admit that Nandini is not in the state to take care of her child right now, but she is still his mother. If the child lives with his mother, then he will be happy and healthy. Anyway, is there anyone in the Trivedi house who can take care of him? A mentally unstable grandmother who can strangle anyone at any time? His other grandmother is an asthma patient. Om Prakesh is getting on in years. Will he take care of himself or his wife? And Ashish Tiwari, the father's child, is busy working in the court. He fights useless cases every day. Your Honor, the child will get the best care at my house. He will get the best facilities. I can guarantee it.
Your Honor!
Maitri.
Your Honor, if I have your permission, I want to say something.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you want to say now, Maitri?
Aunt, you want Nandish's custody, right? You want to take care of him. In that case, you should know about his habits and needs. I want to ask you something. What does Nandish have to eat?
Maitri, I am the lawyer, and I will ask the questions. You don't share a relationship with him. What right do you have to question me?
I object, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Nandish shares a relationship with Maitri.
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection overruled.
May I? Thank you. Nandish and Maitri share a deep relationship. Your Honor, I have seen it at my house. Maitri stayed awake at night and took care of my child. Some relationships aren't blood related. They are made from the heart. We choose those relationships ourselves. Maitri chose to be friends with Nandini.
The court understands that Maitri is the child's well-wisher. She is close to him. Keeping the child's wellness in mind, the court will allow Maitri to ask you some questions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Maitri, continue.
Aunt, you didn't answer me. Why do we feed Nandish when he's hungry?
Obviously baby food. Something he can easily digest, right?
No. For your kind information, Nandish is only allowed to have formula milk. Okay, next question. When is Nandish's next vaccination?
I will check the vaccination card.
Hepatitis B. Second week, second dose. I have the card. Fine. You should know about his sleep schedule at least. When he sleeps, when he wakes up.
But I don't know all of that. I am busy with Nandini's treatment. I was involved with her.
Will you ignore the baby?
Of course not. Why will I ignore him? I don't need to handle everything, Your Honor. I can hire the most experienced nanny to take care of the child. She'll take care of him 24/7.
What? You mean that The child will stay at his granny's house, but the nanny will take care of him instead of you. What's the use, Your Honor? Of course, the nanny can provide a helping hand, but only his family can give him love and a good upbringing. And Your Honor, Nandish will get this love and upbringing at his father's house with his family.
Exactly, Your Honor. It is clear. If this person has a problem saying Nandish's name, how will she take care of my son? She's not interested in Nandish or his upbringing. She wants to win this case and satisfy her ego, that's it.
Your Honor, Maitri was the one taking care of his child. How can he claim the child's custody?
Yes, Maitri was taking care of him, but we also took good care of him. The father of the child has the right to take care of him, not his granny.
Oh, for your information, I have taken care of a child before, and that child is Nandini. I will take care of my grandson too. Your Honor, you cannot separate a child from his mother at any cost. Your Honor, this child. Your Honor, it would be best if this child stays with his mother. Nandini?
What are you doing, Aunt? He's crying. Give him to me. Shh. Hush, hush, hush. Your aunt is right here. Stop crying, stop crying. Shh. Chup, 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 chup.
I've been listening to the arguments for 2 days, but what has impressed me the most is the obvious love that Maitri has for the child. She's not related to him by blood or under any compulsion. No one goes out of their way to help others anymore. To my mind, Maitri is the only one who can take the place of Nandish's mother. If Nandini is Devki, then Maitri is Yashoda. The child needs a mother. If not Devki, well then Yashoda. It is important that Maitri takes care of him. Now what Maitri has to decide is where she wants to keep the child. At the Tiwari house or Vasundhara's house. Maitri, you have to make a decision and present it to the court in writing. Think about it. I will give you the right to make the decision. I will give you half an hour to decide. And until then, court is adjourned.
In order to help Ashish, you have already lost a lot.
Why were you so quiet? Why didn't you tell the judge that you could not take care of the child?
You have to leave for Lucknow tonight. Did you forget, or are you going to take the child?
Maitri, I am very angry at you, Maitri. Your one mistake will take you away from your best friend forever. You will end up going back to those people who betrayed you. Mark my words. If Maitri goes back to that house, she will be known as a widow again. If you agree, stand by her. Or you better stop her.
Why are you standing there? Go and talk to Maitri.
Yes.
Son, ask her to stand by us. For our grandson. We are even willing to beg her, my dear. Ashish, Maitri's kind-hearted. She'll listen to us. Go, Ashish.
Maitri, I cannot let them treat you as a widow again. Try to understand, Maitri.
Maitri, this responsibility will become the biggest burden of your life. Refuse them, please.
Auntie is right, Maitri. You have already done a lot for us. I will never be able to properly repay you. But it's enough, Maitri. This is my battle, my family's battle. I want to fight on my own terms. I can't destroy your life while trying to make mine better.
Ashish?
You should focus on your life and your career. Maitri, please. You should back out.
Ashish? Maitri. He's our only grandson. We can't live without him, Maitri.
Maitri, you are our only hope right now.
Mom, Dad, I don't want Maitri to return home because of Nandish. She has nothing to do with our pain. She has already endured a lot. Maitri, go inside and tell the judge that you cannot take Nandish's custody.
Maitri is the only one who can take the place of Nandish's mother.
Your one mistake will take you away from your best friend forever. You will end up going back to those people who betrayed you.
I have made my decision, Ashish.
Maitri, please tell me, are you ready to take custody of Nandish? Are you willing and are you able to care for him?
Your Honor, to be honest, I didn't take care of Nandish. He's the one who took care of me. On the second day of my marriage, I became a widow. My best friend, Nandu, who always stood by my side, went into a coma. Everything in my life was over. I was all alone. Yes, once you see the light, everything around you becomes colorful. Nandu's baby Nandish brought light into my life. Nandish filled my whole life with color. I realized that I had to take care of Nandish, but before that, I had to take care of myself. That's why I told you that I didn't take care of Nandish. He was the one taking care of me.
Enough! Had I known that you would say such a thing in court, I wouldn't have allowed you to enter this courtroom with us today. Let's go home.
Order! Order! Dinesh Mishra, this is the court, not your police station. You may not talk out of turn or stop the court proceedings until I give you permission to speak. Sit down.
Sorry, sir.
Dad, Mom, no one likes taking medication. But when we fall ill, we have to take them. That's why you might not like what I'm about to say. But it's important. Sorry.
We care about you very much, Maitri. If you spend all your time on this child, when will you take care of yourself?
But Mom, I am thinking about myself. When the people closest to our hearts go away from us, we can't just stop thinking about them because they've gone away. That's why, if Nandish goes away from me, I just won't be able to stop thinking about him. That's why, Your Honor. Until Nandini regains consciousness, I am ready to take Nandish's legal custody.
Your Honor, Nandish is my son. I have the right to make decisions for him. Not Maitri. I do not accept Maitri's decision.
Ashish, this is my court. I will decide who has the right, and only I will pass judgment. You came here to fight a custody battle. You have to listen to the court and accept its decision.
I am sorry, Your Honor.
So, Maitri, the custody is fine, but where do you want to stay with Nandish? Vasundhara Rathod or Ashish Tiwari?
Ashish Tiwari. Your Honor, until Nandini comes out of a coma, I know Nandish will get love and a good upbringing from his father and the rest of the Tiwari family. His father, grandparents, and elder grandma. That's why I want to go to Tiwari house with Nandish.
This court respects your decision. The court orders you to stay with Nandish at Ashish Tiwari's house.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, if you don't mind, I want to make another request.
Yes, go ahead.
Nandini loves Ashish just as much as Ashish loves Nandini. She's in a coma right now, and Aunt Vasundhara has her custody. I know that as soon as Nandu wakes up, she will want to return to Ashish's house. But Your Honor, until then, how can we keep Nandish away from his mom and Ashish away from his wife? That's why I request you to allow that Ashish, Nandish, and myself may visit Nandini at Aunt Vasundhara's house.
Impossible, Your Honor. First, she took a child away from his mother. And now she wants permission to meet her. Your Honor, she should have decided about it before taking the child's custody and deciding to live at Ashish Tiwari's house.
They are two separate matters, Vasundhara. Every husband and child has the right to visit their sick wife and mother. That's why, Maitri, this court will give Ashish, Nandish, and you permission to visit Nandini once every week at Vasundhara's house.
Nandu!
Didn't I tell you? If you stood by Ashish, that you would stay away from him. You begged the court to allow you to meet Nandu, so you can meet her at that time. Understand? Anyway, it's just a couple of days. Once Nandini regains consciousness, she's going to hate you. Forget about meeting her. She will refuse to see you. Let's go.
Maitri, stop calling us Mum and Dad. As it is, you obviously don't care about us. Why would you listen to us?
I tried making Maitri understand, but I don't know why she didn't listen to me. Uncle, ask her what she wanted to prove in court. Maitri, didn't I tell you to focus on your life instead? Why are you getting involved?
Wow, Wow, Sister, wow. You managed to pin the entire blame on Maitri so easily. You were trained by Vasundhara Rathod, right? You take after your teacher. You know that Maitri was attached to little Nandisha. You played mind games with Maitri. You told her to come to court. And once she came to court, you also made her take the stand. She was forced to take custody of your child. She had no choice in the matter. And now, you're pinning the blame on her. I don't understand whether you are a cunning lawyer or a sly man. Let's go, Sadna.
But, Dad... Mom...
And listen, call the investors in Lucknow and tell them that you won't be going, because you want to ruin your life for the sake of a friendship. Let's go.
Your family and I aren't happy with your decision. Maitri, why are you doing this? There's still time. Go and tell them that you cannot take Nandesh's responsibility.
Ashish,
A child's upbringing dictates his entire future. And Aunt Vasundhara doesn't take care of Nandish at home because Nandish isn't her priority. I've seen it myself, Ashish. Until Nandu regains consciousness, I don't want Nandish to feel unloved and unwanted. A child deserves his parents' love and care. I have the opportunity to ensure that he gets at least the love of one parent. Why should I let this opportunity slip? I don't care what anyone thinks. I know exactly what I'm doing. This is what Nandish needs right now. And this is the right thing for him.
Maitri.
Ashish, this isn't the time to argue. The child is with us. Come, let's go home and talk through all of these things, okay?
Ashish, listen. I spoke to Sona. Told her about Chotu. She's made preparations at home. She's waiting here. Let's go.
I'll decorate the Rangoli with these flowers. My child's life is going to be filled with colors and fragrance. Hey? Who spilled the color? Don't you dare, Maitri! If you dare to set foot in my house, I won't spare you. That I can promise you.